Nigeria just lost one of its most controversial leaders. Former President Muhammadu Buhari is dead. From military dictator to democratic president, from prison to power, this man's life shaped modern Nigeria in ways we're only beginning to understand. But now that he's gone, one question cuts through the noise. Was Buhari a national hero or a silent tyrant who watched Nigeria burn? What follows might just change how you remember him forever. Muhammadu Buhari, aged 82, passed away in a hospital in London. According to official reports, the former president died from complications related to a long-standing illness. Nigeria's federal government has declared 7 days of national mourning, with flags flying at half-mast and prayers offered across the nation. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has issued a statement calling Buhari a man of discipline, a servant of Nigeria, and a symbol of anti-corruption. But not everyone agrees. In the streets of Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Kaduna, reactions are mixed. Some mourn. Others remember pain, recession, and silence. Muhammadu Buhari was born on December 17, 1942, in the small town of Dora. At age 19, he joined the Nigerian army, rising rapidly through the ranks. By 1983, he staged a military coup and overthrew a civilian government, accusing it of widespread corruption. As military head of state, he ruled with an iron fist. Journalists were jailed, civil liberties vanished, public executions returned. His war against indiscipline was brutal. Streets were cleaned, but voices were silenced. Then, in 1985, he himself was overthrown. For 3 decades, he vanished from public life, until history gave him a second chance. In 2015, Buhari was elected president in a democratic election, the first time in Nigerian history that an incumbent lost power peacefully. It was a moment of hope. A former dictator turned Democrat, a second chance for both Buhari and Nigeria. Buhari's greatest promise was simple: I will kill corruption before it kills Nigeria. And he tried. Under his watch, the EFCC arrested high-profile figures, governors, ministers, even judges. But critics say his war was selective. While some were jailed, others, close allies, were shielded from prosecution. The fight against corruption became a tool of power, not justice. When Buhari took office in 2015, the naira exchanged at 190 to the dollar. By 2023, it had plummeted to over 750. Nigeria entered 2 economic recessions during his 8-year rule. Food prices skyrocketed. Unemployment hit record highs. His decision to close land borders devastated small businesses. Austerity measures crippled the middle class. The dream of prosperity faded quickly. When Buhari came in, Boko Haram was the biggest threat, and for a time, he pushed them back. But new monsters emerged. Bandits in the northwest, kidnappers in the south, killer herdsmen everywhere. Entire villages were wiped out. Trains were attacked. Schools were raided. And then came EndSARS. Young Nigerians rose up against police brutality, and Buhari responded with silence. The Lekki Tollgate massacre became a symbol of his disconnect. As blood spilled on Nigerian streets, the president remained silent. Between 2016 and 2021, Buhari spent nearly 170 days in London for medical reasons. The public didn't know what was wrong. Rumors exploded. Buhari is dead. He's been replaced by a clone. That's not Buhari, it's Jubril from Sudan. The presidency laughed it off, but for many Nigerians, it wasn't funny. They were angry, disconnected. Their president had become a ghost, unseen, unheard, untouchable. In a democracy, silence can be more dangerous than dictatorship, and Buhari had become the master of silence. To some, Buhari was a disciplined patriot. He lived simply, avoided scandals, and served with integrity. To others, he was the face of decline, economic hardship, youth suppression, broken promises. His presidency divided the nation more than it united it. GDP per capita fell below 1980s levels. Millions slipped into poverty. But ask a northern elder in Dara and they'll tell you, Baba tried his best. At least he didn't steal. Ask a youth protester in Lekki and they'll say, he didn't need to steal. He stole our voices. With Buhari gone, Nigeria is at a crossroads. Will Bola Tinubu continue his legacy or bury it? Will the North look for another strongman or a new vision? The 2023 elections showed one thing: Nigerians are angry, awake, tired of old politics. Buhari's death may not just be the end of a man. It may be the end of an era. The era of silent power, of distant rule, of ghost presidencies. What comes next is uncertain, but one thing is clear: Buhari's shadow will loom over Nigerian politics for decades. One man, two legacies, a nation divided. Muhammadu Buhari is gone. But the debate, it's only just beginning. Was he Nigeria's last strongman, or just another missed opportunity? Let us know in the comments. Was Buhari a hero or a villain? If you found this deep dive informative, hit like, share it, and subscribe for more untold stories shaping African history. This is The Iron Truth.